Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on Bell-Coleman cycle or reverse Breton or Joule cycle. So first I will read what is the given problem. A refrigerator working on Bell-Coleman cycle operates between pressure limits of 1.05 bar and 8.5 bar. Air is drawn from the cold chamber at 10 degrees Celsius, compressed, and then it is cooled to 30 degrees Celsius before entering the expansion cylinder. The expansion and compression follows the law PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant. Determine the theoretical COP of the system. So this was the given question. Let us first understand what is the given data and which factors we have to find out. So if we observe the given data, there are two pressure limits are given. So these two pressure limits are 1.04 bar and 8.5 bar. So if we observe this pressure volume diagram, the cycle is working in between these lower pressures and this higher pressure. Now the process 4 to 1 is at lower pressure, that is at constant pressure, and process 2 to 3 is at higher pressure. Now we can say that lower pressure in between this given two pressure is 1.04 bar. So if we observe this diagram, the pressure at point 1 and 4. So here is P1 is equal to P4 and this is the lower pressure. So we can say that P1 is equal to P4 is equal to 1.04 bar, and the higher pressure, that is P2 is equal to P3, and that is 8.5 bar. So we can say that P2 is equal to P3 is equal to 8.5 bar. Now it is given that the air from cold chamber is 10 degrees Celsius. So there is these four processes are taking place in this four equipment, that is refrigerator, compressor, cooler and expander. So the air from cold chamber, so this refrigerator is known as the cold chamber. So air from this chamber is at 10 degrees Celsius. So we can say that air that is coming out from this cold chamber, that is at point 1, is at 10 degrees Celsius. So we have to convert it into the Kelvin. So 10 plus 273, that is 283 Kelvin, and this is the temperature of air at point 1, that means this is the temperature of T1. So we will say that 283 Kelvin, that is T1. Then what is happening to this air? So this air is getting compressed and cooled to 30 degrees Celsius. So if we observe this diagram here, the next process is the compression process, and in this compressor the compression process is taking place, and after that it is cooled to 30 degrees Celsius, means after that it is passing through this cooler, and at point 3 it becomes 30 degrees Celsius. So we can say that the temperature at point 3, which is equal to 30 degrees Celsius. So here is the point 3. So 30 plus 273, that is 303 Kelvin, and which is the temperature at point 3, that is T3. So we have to decide these temperatures by taking into consideration what are the processes that are taking place with this air. Then the compression and expansion process follows the law PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant. So we can say that PV raised to n is equal to constant. So n, value of n is equal to 1.3. So this is the given data, and what we have to find out? We have to find out what is the coefficient of performance for this system. So let us move for the calculations. Now what is the formula for the coefficient of performance? So if we observe here, the value of n is given and two temperatures, that is T1 and T3 are there. So we can write the coefficient of performance formula in terms of temperature as well as in terms of n and gamma, because the gamma value is known. Gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, which is equal to 1.4, that we have to take. So what is the formula? Coefficient of performance is equal to T1 minus T4 divided by n minus 1, gamma minus 1 by gamma, T2 minus T3 minus T1 minus T4. Now if we observe this formula with this given data, now we know only two temperatures, that is T1 and T3. This T2 and T4, that two temperatures are unknown. So how to find out that? So if we observe here, the pressure, all the pressure P1, P2, P3, P4, all the pressures are known pressures. So we must know what is the relation in between this temperature and pressure. So what is the relation? So here compression and expansion process follows the law PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant. So we have to take n is equal to 1.3. So we will first take the P2 by P1, that is, this is the process, compression process. So we will take here the compression ratio. So what is the relation in between this temperature and pressure? So T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 raised to n minus 1 by n. Because this compression process follows the law PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant. So n is equal to 1.3 we have to consider here. So this is the, what is the value of P2? So here P2 is equal to P3 is equal to 8.5, and what is the value of P1, that is 1.04, that we have to write here. So when we solve this, we have to put here value of n also. We will get here 8.1 raised to 0.231, that is equal to 1.62. So this is the answer. So T2 by T1 is equal to 1.62. Now T1 is known. So what is the value of T2? So T2 is equal to 1.62 multiplied by this T1. So this T1 we have to take in the Kelvin. So we will get the answer in directly Kelvin. So this 1.62 into 283, that is 458.5 Kelvin. Now in the same way we will solve the next, that is the expansion ratio. So this expansion ratio is also follows the law PV raised to 1.3 is equal to constant. So what is the relation in between temperature and pressure? So expansion ratio is P3 by P4. So P3 by P4 means we have to take the temperature T3 by T4 is equal to P3 by P4 raised to n minus 1 by n. So here we have to take what is the value of P3, 8.5 divided by 1.04 raised to 1.3 minus 1 divided by 1.3. So its answer is, when we calculate as above, that is 1.62. So T3 by T4 is equal to 1.62 and T3 is known. So how to calculate T4? So we will shift this T4 to the right hand side and we will shift this 1.62 to the left hand side. So T4 is equal to 303 Kelvin divided by 1.62. So we will get the value of T4, that is 187 Kelvin. So in this way we get what is the temperature T4 as well as what is the temperature T2. So these four temperatures are known. The value of n is also known and value of gamma that we have to consider here as a 1.4. So when we put all the values in this formula, COP is equal to, so this is the, we have to put all the values, then we will get the answer, that is 1.3, and this is the answer.